everyone, it's Eden again with the University of Missouri Extension, and I'm pretty excited to share with you all that I finally gave the electric pressure cooker or multi-cooker a try at home. We had one come in here in the office, and I thought I would play with it and share some thoughts and some tips and tricks with it. So what an electric pressure cooker is just like the old stovetop ones that you use. It builds pressure inside and it brings it up to a hotter temperature. So internally it gets to about 250 degrees. Many people who I've talked to who've gotten one of these for Christmas or birthdays as a gift are a little nervous to use it because they're thinking it's a lot like a pressure canner that builds pressure, it could explode, but these are actually pretty neat. There are some safety mechanisms in them. So first of all, there's a seal on the inside, so you would need to pull this out when you wash it. You want to make sure there's no food debris inside of it. And then there's also this little valve here. You want to make sure and clean that as well. Make sure there's not any food in it. When you lock it into place, there is a little tab on the inside here that will pop up when the pressure is reached. And this is a safety mechanism that will make it impossible for you to open it while there's pressure inside of it. Okay? Another thing to remember about these is just like pressure canning, when we open it, we need to be very mindful of the steam. So when we open up any kind of pressurized cooking, if it's a pressure canner, if it's a pressure cooker like this, we want to open it and have the lid away from us so the steam can come up away. That will keep it from coming up and burning us. Something else is I was always very good about pushing it away from me, but be mindful that there can be drips that come from the bottom. It actually did burn the bottom of my hand, not horribly, but it is hot, so be mindful of that as well. The other thing to keep in mind when you use one of these is that they're all a little different. Some people buy the brand name one like Instapot, but these features, they have built-in little computers here. And so these built-in computers will have temperatures for different things, your meats, your beans, different vegetables, different things of that sort. So you can use that, but when you do something like frozen chicken or meat and put it in here, it is safe to cook from frozen form, but you still want to use a meat thermometer to check the internal temperature. Just because the setting on here says for 12 minutes doesn't mean that your frozen form doesn't take longer. Same thing with your chunks of meat. Some of them will be very big chunks where they'll take longer to cook, so using a meat thermometer will make sure that it reaches the right internal temperature. The other thing that's pretty neat about this is that because it uses steam to cook the products inside, it will be very flavorful and very moist. So your meats will stay, they won't, get dry on you like if you stuck them in the oven. And so you can season it pretty well without using salt and things, and the flavor will carry throughout. The other thing to keep in mind is to look at your recipes, and some of it will tell you things like that to naturally depressurize, and that means to let this cook through, and then it'll be on the keep warm stage, and then you have to wait for it to naturally go down. If you want to do a rapid exhaust of your pressure canner, or pressure cooker, excuse me, you're going to go to exhaust, and it's going to start like steam will start coming out of the top of it. And so this is a rapid form. When you cook, you want to put it on airtight. Okay, so those are just a couple features to remember. The other big one to remember is that because this is using steam, you have to make sure there's liquid in here. All your recipes will call for some liquid, so even if you're doing something that doesn't call for liquid, like chicken, and you want to do it in here, you just want to throw something quick together, make sure you either put broth or water in it. And the other thing to remember is this is very similar to what you can do in a crock pot. So everything you're going to do in here, because it's going to be steam, is going to stay moist. So if you want something to crisp up on you, you will have to take it out of your pressure cooker and stick it into an oven and do like a broil on it. I did a whole head of cauliflower in here, and then I wanted to crisp it up. It took quite a while to get it into broiler setting. I was watching it very carefully because I know it cooks very quickly, but there was a lot of water still in that product, okay? I hope you guys find this helpful. The other thing I want you to remember when it comes to food safety wise with this is that this is not appropriate to can in, to do your home canning projects. It is not safe to do it in this. It doesn't reach the right temperatures that your pressure canners would. I hope you find this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye. Have a great day.